Beautiful Starseed. I have for you a high frequency, powerful channeled video that helps you to know how to deal with people that are suffering, how to deal with those loved ones or those around you that are having a hard time. And it might be a little different than what you normally expect to hear, but this is going to be really empowering you to serve humanity in their ascension in a different way, not by compassion, not by love, not by lowering to their level. So this is really channeled by many extraterrestrial beings. Powerful, powerful, powerful. So I really love this for you. So really enjoy that. And if this is something you like, already now give it a thumbs up before we go into it. Alice Roorda here, spiritual psychologist, psychic, guide, healer, whatever label we want to put on it. Sovereign being. Be more correct. I'm opening a portal to loving light, to source energy, to unconditional love, to expansion. My intention for today, as often, is for that to come through today in a channeling or a wisdom, in a learning or in a practice that we need as starseeds in this moment in time. Okay, so they are here, and they are a whole bunch of beings. My Arcturians in front, I say my, because it's me in another lifetime and my family, my, not so much biologically, but the ones I'm surrounded with and I feel very connected to. And behind them, there's so many beings, light beings, extraterrestrials, ascended masters, a few. So here we are as starseeds on this planet, and we're reaching out not because we need to reach out, not because we need the support, but because we like to reconnect with what is ours, what is our family, those from where you come before you came to Earth, from those where you heard the call. That there was ascension taking place on Earth. Not that you didn't know about it, but the call was, are you willing to support the ascension? Are you willing to come to Earth and be there supporting it? So, are you supporting it? How are you supporting it? And you do that already by just being on Earth. Let that be number one. And you're doing that, being that support by you being on a spiritual journey. And we know you are, because otherwise you weren't here. And you don't identify as a starseed. That is already a beautiful pre-selection, and Alice is not liking the word we use, but we do regardless. It is a pre-selection of you being here, watching this or supporting humanity in that way. Thirdly, it's you stepping in your light. It's you being you, you remembering of all that you are. Fourth, you carrying that out into the world. You don't hide it. You bring it into the world. Fifth, you are enjoying that. You are enjoying bringing that into the world. Sixth, you are inspiring others by you inspiring others by bringing that into the world. That is an important one. You inspiring others. And you might think that is me bringing healing into the world. That is me doing some spiritual stuff into the world. Not really. Not really. It doesn't really matter what you bring into the world. It's about you, your light, your beingness, your grandness, your... That's the words we really like to use lately. It is your light, your essence, your divine essence, bringing that in the world. And how you bring that is really doesn't matter. It is not about you sitting at home, unless you are online and bringing it through the devices into the world. But otherwise, it's really you going out. into the world, into your community, into your surrounding. There to support. People need you. People need you. People need you. I need to repeat this because people need you. They really do. And they're going to be even more needing you. And now you might have needy people. Oh, Alice has a beautiful example as she met someone the other day, is that she talked about her family members. And if you listen to this, hi. She talked about her family members that had all such illnesses, one after the other, a lot of misery and suffering in her family. And see her energy pulling down towards that energy. And I had a conversation, which I need to bring in, with my son yesterday, where he heard somewhere, I'm so happy I could have that conversation and show him that it's different, where he heard somewhere that best way to help someone is to level with them. Or his words were something, it is best to feel compassion and support someone who's in difficulty if you are feeling where they are. No! But it's the same story, right? Feeling where they are. And no, that is not what you're supposed to do. I'm handing over again. Thank you for that introduction. Because no, indeed. You serving humanity, you serving your community, you serving the world, the ascension, by you being you, by you leveling up to where you're supposed to be, by you being you, or rather say where you are at the moment. But if that is not the level where you're supposed to be, and where are you supposed to be? You're a starseed. You come from a very high frequency. You are a starseed. You have powers, you have abilities. But we're not talking about those as such. We're talking about your frequency. You are a high frequency being. So step up to that level. And it doesn't have to be as you were before you came into this human life. We wish for you to be that. But level up to the level that you can be as high as possible as a human being. How? In a moment, please. Now it is, if you are with others, because we're talking about you bringing yourself into the world, if you are with others, you don't level with them. No, you stay where you are and you do such a service to them. If someone has an accident, and that's the example that Alice told her son, if someone falls off its bike, we're in the Netherlands, and hurts itself, you can go there and like, oh, sorry, oh, that's so horrible, and be with that person on their level of misery. Or you stand, see that happening, and check if the person is okay, and immediately look, can you stand up? Can I take the bike? Can I move you to a place what is safer? Can I ask for help? What is needed here? I am in my power organizing this. It doesn't mean you're organizing life, but in this example, it is. If you have sick family members, you help them by keeping your frequency. I want to almost say, your freaking frequency. Stay there. You are at service in your highest expression. Way more than you lowering your frequency. But isn't that empathy? Yes, is empathy to go there with them. Is that serving them? Absolutely not. Are they feeling better because you feel as miserable as they do? Absolutely not. Is that compassion? No. You can feel compassion for someone. And sick family members is a good one because it's very often it feels quite difficult to distance yourself from that energetically. You don't have to go and merge in general in anything in life. Don't merge. Stay where you are in that I am state, in that I am my divine being. And we don't need to talk about how you get there. There's enough videos on that, on this channel, in Alice, her program, in the things that she offers. Go check that out. Thank you. But here what is important is you really understanding how you don't need to empathize. You stay where you are. And how do you stay where you are when people are suffering? By knowing that their suffering is their choosing, that their suffering is what is their path, that their suffering is the lessons that they signed up for, that their suffering is their choosing, it's their life path. And in these times that we're living now, people that are not on the spiritual journey, and not in that I am state, and not on that high frequency, how do they transform? Through suffering. Don't take away their suffering. They need to go there in order to transit, but in order to transform, to higher their frequency. And how do you support them? By mirroring it for them. You staying on your high frequency and allow them their suffering. But it's because it's going to help them to level up their game. It's going to help them to get in a higher frequency if they choose to do so. It is their, you have people have near-death experience, or they have a serious illness, and that was their eye-opening moment. There's others who have it and don't wake up at all. But that is their choosing. So you help them most by showing a mirror how amazing it is to live in such a high frequency. And they might feel it, they feel it, they might be triggered by it, but they're also intrigued by it. If they choose so, there you are their gateway to that higher frequency. So be that gateway, be that inspiration. There we got it. Which number was it? 6? By being you. You are really doing them a service. You with a big Y. Accepting everyone, and this is a big one, accepting everyone's path, wherever they on. It's a huge gift to humanity, your loved ones, those around you. And you can be there for them when they're ill or whatever happens to them. But from that place of your light, another component, and see them as a beautiful being on their path to enlightenment, to self-realization, or self-destruction, or anything in between. It is their path, and it's none of your business to save them. It's none of your business to get them at a certain level. It is your business to mirror to them how beautiful it is to live in alignment, to live your light, to feel your essence, and inspire people from there. That is how you support humanity. Also by raising the frequency of what you do. But you here, when you do that and be that mirror for others, how much that is going to help you. Yes, Ellis, go ahead. Yes, I want to bring that example in of my kids finding it absolutely weird that I say that I'm a starseed, I'm connected to extraterrestrials, and lost it. But they can recognize the fact that I'm happy, that my energy feels good. They notice that. And when they ask, how are you? I say, I'm amazing. I'm doing great. And I mean it. And they know I mean it. And they're so delighted and happy to see that in me. I think they already forgotten that past. They've passed that fact, that crazy stuff I'm doing. I think it's very accepting, although they might not believe it. But what they see mostly is, I'm in a happy place. I'm in a good place and things are going well because of my high frequency. Oh, that's the part I didn't know. They don't know what I do or how I do it, but somehow I'm doing something and they're very happy for me. And it rubs off on them. I feel that they're like, when I say that, They can be so happy for me. That's so good to hear, Mom. They're beautiful kids. So grown up. They're young adults, but so wise in that way. All right. We're coming to a closure. Thank you for that beautiful heartwarming. Do you see how the energy raises when you're just sharing that story? Because it's heartwarming. So when you talk to others, you don't need to convince them of anything that you believe in. You don't need to talk about all these things that you experience unless you want to. But give them just a small little story that they can relate to, something that makes sense to them. And if they're hungry for more, you tell them a little bit more. And if they want more, you tell them a little bit more. But you don't start with, I'm a starseed, I'm talking to aliens. You lost them. You lost them. We are with them no matter what. We are with them. You don't need to convince them of anything. You are not here to convince anyone of anything. They will figure it out when they want to figure it out, or they don't, and that's also fine. So last thing, can you go, our invitation to you, to that space of full acceptance of everyone's path. Whatever they choose to experience, full acceptance of it, so you don't engage and lower your energy. And you will feel when you do that how much love there will be for those people, beings, forests, animals, whatever it is. So much energy can go to you loving and beaming your light and your energy. And with that, and all our love to you, we depart. Loving that. Thank you for being here with me and with us, and thank you for liking this. Thank you for subscribing and sharing this and letting us know how this is for you, how this lands for you, how you experience that. So much love. I'm still here with everyone. So much love. much like, yes. Pour it in there, Alice. Pour it in there. So much love, and I'm looking forward to see you next week or the next video. All right, bye-bye.